Business leaders have opened a two-day business development forum to address issues that are facing the country within the business sector and to find possible solutions. President of the Georgetown Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Deodat Indar, says for the past 2 years, members of the GCCI have been seeing growth with the expansion of businesses. He added that at this junction of the country's economic development, it is pivotal for companies to position and reposition themselves to meet the demands in the country. The GCCI president called for an enabling environment and suggested a capital market development plan to develop Guyana's economy.
How do we get money to build our business from ground up? Is either we borrow, we have some savings, some family member lends us money, or pool the money into it, or we go to the bank for a loan. When you go to the bank for a loan, regardless of which institution in Guyana, there is some form of collateral requirement, which is the impediment. It is a grave impediment that makes businesses, small businesses, cannot grow. And we have to address that. We have to address the appraisal system of banks if it needs modification so that small businesses can get money. And when they do get access to funding, it must be competitive too. You can't have funding at a price that is locking the foot of the business before it even starts to walk.
Mr. Indar told stakeholders that the focus should not be on oil and gas sector, but to see the sector as a new business opportunity. Minister of Business Dominic Gaskin focused on the oil and gas sector. He suggested that the country must be prepared for the upcoming sector, but to also ensure that the business sector is secured.
We have to understand that oil and gas does not simply mean opportunities in that specific sector. They say rising tide lifts all boats, and oil certainly has the capacity to lift a number of other boats, and we should not be blinkered in our approach to our own investments.
Minister Gaskin advised that the corrupt-free state would not go a far way and suggested that stakeholders should not collude with corrupt officials.
I think by now we have all realized that widespread corruption still exists, even though there has been a tremendous effort to weed it out. We've had some improvement, but there's a lot of work yet to be done, and you, the members of the private sector, have to support the fight against corruption in Guyana. And I'm not asking you to fight crime. I'm asking you simply to support the efforts of government to keep your government clean. So I'm saying don't collude with corrupt officials. Don't be afraid of corrupt officials. Specifically, do not be afraid to be victimized by corrupt officials for not paying them or for reporting them. Otherwise, they win and Guyana loses.
Reporting for HGP Nightly News, I am Yanis Abrams.